YouTube? It's your boy JR, and I'm back again with another 2K video. And in this video, I'm just going to be ranking some of the best playmaking badges that you should use on NBA 2K20. I done a video just like this, but for the shooting badges. So if you enjoyed this video, check out that video as well. And real quick, if you guys don't mind, you know, take just a moment out of your day and drop a like on the video. It really helps me out, and it just helps us grow, and it helps my videos get into the recommended. Sub up if you're new. 2K20 releases tomorrow. I'll be streaming it, of course. So yeah, man, let me know if you guys agree with my list. I'm gonna get right into the video. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Like I said, I'm gonna rate each of these badges based on tier. So a tier 1 badge is gonna be either Hall of Fame or gold. Tier 2 is silver or bronze, and then tier 3 I will not use at all. So every build is different, you know, different circumstances will kind of dictate what type of badge you should have. But as you guys should saw by my video, I made a build that has a lot of playmaking badges plus a lot of shot shooting badges. The build that I'm going to make has more playmaking badges than 18. I was just looking at a different build for the video. So we're just gonna get right into it. So ankle breaker improves the likelihood of freezing or dropping a defender. So as a playmaker, this badge is extremely important. So I had this at a tier 1 badge at gold or Hall of Fame, because you definitely want to be able to break ankles and create space whenever you're dribbling. So this is a very important badge, especially if you're a playmaker type build. Bailout increases the chances of successfully completing a pass from mid-air. So this badge, it does exactly what it says. It just bails you out. And this badge I had at tier 3 I didn't even use, just because I'm not trying to throw passes from mid-air anyway. You know, a good guard does not do that regardless. So this badge I would not waste any upgrades on. But if you feel like you get caught, you know, taking a questionable shot, you want to pass out of it, then this badge might be for you. Break starter improves a player's ability to make effective outlet passes after grabbing a rebound. So as a guard, this was a badge that I had, you know, at tier 3 where I didn't even activate, because, you know, you have to grab a rebound and then make the outlet, and generally as a guard you're not going to be able to do that. Now if you're a big man like a center or a power forward, post scorer, etc., then this badge I would probably have at tier 2 at silver or bronze, just so you can make them outlet passes, which can really, you know, open up the floor and get your teammates some baskets, especially if you play a lot of pro-am. So, and then dimer boosts the shot percentage for open teammates on jump shots after catching a pass. So dimer is really up to you, but my teammates asked me to put on dimer just so they can, you know, have a boost to their shots, so I did. But at the same time, dimer does not help your own player individually. So you're not really gaining anything for dimer, but you are helping your teammates. So in my opinion, I had it at tier 1. I put it on gold just to give my teammates a boost whenever they catch it from me. But at the same time, those 3 upgrades could go to something else, and some of these other important badges you can make gold or Hall of Fame. So that one's really up to you, but I put it in dimer just because. Downhill increases overall speed with a ball in transition. So for my guard, which is like a play sharp, I had this at tier 3 where I didn't even activate it, because my speed is a 90 and then my acceleration is like a 90 as well. So I feel like my player should be fast enough in transition. However, if you're a bigger player, like if you're a small forward, let's say you're a bigger slasher, or you're a center or power forward athletic, then downhill could be really important for you, because you're just going to be able to be a lot faster in transition whenever you're trying to get to the basket. So I think this would be good for like a slasher type build, maybe even like bigger post scorers. But as a guard, this was one that I had at tier 3 where I didn't even use it. Dream Shake raises the chance that the defender bites when doing fakes in the post. So of course, if you're a center post scorer, this would be like a tier 1 badge where you want to have it on gold or silver, just because you're going to be way more effective in the post with this Dream Shake. Even if you're like an athletic finisher, maybe you want to go bronze or silver. But if you're in the post, then you definitely want to have this badge, just because, you know, you're going to be more effective in the post. But as a guard, I had it at a tier 3 where I didn't even have it active, because I'm not going to be in the post. Flashy passer gives an additional boost to players' takeover meter after completing an assist with a flashy pass. I think this badge would be pretty cool, but it's one that I had at tier 3 as well where I didn't even activate, because in NBA 2K19, even with gold flashy passer, the passes were just so off, and whenever you would throw a flashy pass, generally your teammate would bobble and they wouldn't get a good catch off of it. So even in crunch time, you know, if you're playing comp, whatever, you're probably not going to be throwing flashy passes anyway. So I left this at tier 3, but if you like to throw those type of passes, then that badge might be for you. Floor general, teammates receive an offensive attribute bonus when players is in the game. So I believe bronze you get +1, silver +2, gold +3, and then Hall of Fame +4. But if multiple players have this, then of course they don't stack on top of each other. But those extra attributes could help your team. Maybe they have a low ball handling or right under the threshold to be able to speed boost. So this could be good for your teammates. Maybe you want to go with floor general over dimer. But whenever I made my playmaker, since I went with dimer, I put floor general at a tier 3 where I didn't even have it active. But if you want to give your teammates a boost, then that badge might be for you. But since I went with dimer, I left floor general off. Handles for days, so of course this is going to be a tier 1 badge. You definitely want to go to Hall of Fame on this badge if possible. Maybe gold reduces the amount of energy lost when performing dribble moves. As you guys know, you hit one momentum dribble on NBA 2K and you're super tired. Any type of dribble moves that you do, drains your stamina. It's kind of dumb at how fast you lose energy because that's not very realistic. So you definitely want to have as much stamina as possible whenever you're dribbling. So handles for days is a really important badge to have. Lob City Passer improves the chances of completing a successful alley-oop pass. So as a playmaker, I left this at a tier 3 where I didn't even have it active because I believe my passing is close to 90 anyway. So I don't believe I need a badge to help me, throw Lob City, to help me throw alley-oops. So I left this off, but if you feel like you get in the game and a lot of your alley-oop passes aren't accurate, then this might be a badge that you might want to have. Needle Threader increases the likelihood that tough passes can get by the defense. So this was another badge that I had at a tier 3 where I didn't even use because a good point guard isn't going to throw risky passes anyway. So I don't really know how effective Needle Threader will be. So I left it off, but if you feel like you want to throw, if you feel like you're throwing questionable passes, then that badge might be for you. Pass Fake Maestro increase the effectiveness of pass fake. So this was another badge that I left at tier 3 where I didn't even use because a defender they're either going to bite on the pass fake or not. So I left that off. Post spin technician, of course, if you're a post scorer or even an athletic finisher and you're going to be in the paint a lot, then post spin technician is going to be a really important badge for you to have. You definitely want to go gold or Hall of Fame on this badge if possible if you're a bigger player that's going to be in the post. However, for a guard, of course, I have it at tier 3 because I'm not going to be in the post at all. Quick first step, I believe that quick first step is one of the best badges in the game, especially under the playmaking category. So on this badge, I went Hall of Fame, and I would definitely recommend you guys do the same no matter what your position is, because it just like speeds you up, especially like if you're a big dude like a post scorer, you're gonna get a speed boost whenever you're doing moves out of the post, and then a guard whenever you're dribbling, you hit your momentum dribble, you're just going to get a really quick first step. And I believe that this badge is super OP, so I went with Hall of Fame on it. STEEZO Creator, I believe that this was a kind of like a slept on playmaking badge. So as you guys know, I like to do like the step backs in the corner, like the hop shots in the corner. And with STEEZO Creator, I had it on gold. I had it as a tier 1 badge. In the demo, whenever I would do like the hop step jump shot, I would actually like make players stumble a little bit. And whenever you're in shot creator takeover and you hit a step back, you can also break ankles that way. But with this badge, you can break ankles off step backs and it just helps you, create space. So this is really important, especially if you're like a shot creator type build. So I went with gold on it. And again, you guys should definitely give this badge a try because, like I said, if you hit those hop step jump shots, then this badge is really going to help you out. Stop and go improves a player's ability to start and stop with the ball. So this is kind of like another badge that I'm not exactly too sure about. I believe that this was one of the last badges that I upgraded, and I believe I went silver or bronze on it. But at the same time, you might want to go gold. It really depends, because right now, as a playmaker build, if I have quick first step plus a 90 speed and like a 90 acceleration, how effective is stop and go going to be? But at the same time, if it helps you start and stop with the ball and kind of gives you a speed boost, and this badge could be very important. So this is one of the badges that I wasn't too sure about, but some of these other badges that I mentioned I would rather upgrade before that, so that's why I left it at a tier 2. Tight handles improves a player's ability to break down their defender. So this is another questionable badge because you have angle breaker already, which freezes or helps you drops defenders. So do you really need tight handles as well? And again, it improves the ability to break down their defender. So I guess this kind of stacks on top of ankle breaker, but I believe tight handles was one that I didn't even upgrade This is because I have Spacer Creator and Ankle Breaker, and I believe that if I can't break ankles with those 2 badges, then I don't really know how effective tight handles will be. But this may be a badge that could be important. This is another one that, you know, we'll definitely have to wait and see. Unpluckable. So this is probably the most important playmaking badge that you can have, especially as a dribbler. You know, last year lockdowns were so annoying, and there was no badge like this. Reduces the chances of getting stripped by the defender. So if you're getting guarded, you know, by a lockdown defender with Hall of Fame, you know, Hall of Fame pickpocket and all that, this badge is a must. You definitely, if possible, you want to go Hall of Fame on this badge, especially if you like to ISO. Hall of Fame is definitely the way to go, but if you don't have a lot of upgrades, then go, it should be sufficient. So yeah, man, that's my list of all my playmaking badges. And like I said, you guys can check out my shooting one that I've done as well. Link to that will be in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys agree with my opinion or not. That's all I have on the day. 2K20 tomorrow. Can't wait. I'll be streaming. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys there. That's all I have on the day. I'm out. Peace.